Oh, hi! This week is too fucking hot for the studio lights, and it's gonna get too warm even just sitting in here. Most of this project is gonna be an outside time lapse because I'm gonna sit under a tree. I feel like painting a skirt under a tree is a very Pride and Prejudice move. The base of the skirt is, if you watched my Rocket Man skirt, video, I made this second base because you know I'm all about that base. The same way. We're just gonna not fuck up the elastic in zipper installation part. But I don't want to add the zipper or elastic before I paint it because then it will get definitely paint on it because I'm a ham-fisted ogre. It's already hemmed and everything and the top band is serged. I'm gonna take this outside. This does need a little bit of a preamble. I'm going to see the band Real Big Fish this weekend. It will have already happened by the time you see this. I really like the artwork for one of their album covers, Why Do They Rock So Hard? I actually painted a pair of shoes that had that artwork kind of translated onto it. Ooh, and I think there's a picture of me in a tree while also wearing a Real Big Fish t-shirt because I was real into them. Real into them. Get it? That wasn't intentional, but we're going with it. Anyway, yeah, I thought it would be fun to like make a representation of my favorite album of theirs and rock it out at the concert this weekend. Well, hey, I just got out of the shower. I got a bummer text that I'm trying not to stress out about. Money and vehicle stress on top of disappointment. Last night, I was working on this baby. I'm not even that happy with how the colors have been coming along, and then I decided to start painting Aaron Barrett on the front. I guess from a distance in the viewfinder it doesn't look as bad. I hate it. I'm not gonna lie. So I was painting that last night, kind of fell out of the groove and was like, rather than just continuing working on something that I'm not liking, I'm gonna take a break and I'll start on it in the morning. Got up this morning, took a shower, started washing the sheets. Those are running right now. And got a text about my truck. It's my brakes on my truck, so it's something that I'm not even comfortable like just sitting on. I feel like there are some things you can let slide. I'm glad that this wasn't happening while I was in New Jersey or something. Things could be worse, but I'm on such a strict budget that I wasn't accounting for something like this to come up. So of course I feel guilty. No need to cry for this. Of course I feel guilty having bought a ticket. I think it was like $41 once service fees and stuff were accrued, and it's probably most of a tank of gas to get to Portland and back, which for my truck with gas rates what they are is like $50 to $60 plus parking, and even if I just drink water at the show it's gonna add up, and I'm nervous about that aspect of it now, and that sucks feeling guilty for like wanting to go to a thing that like used to not be a big deal when you and your friends were younger, and it was gonna be like reliving our early 20s kind of a thing. I know that's a lot to put on an evening. I was just looking forward to hanging out. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. There's a very, very small chance, though not a likely chance, that it'll all get done today and then I get to pay for it. But it's also Saturday. Like, today's the day of the show. Don't actually know how likely it is. I'm trying to realistically think about staying home tonight. And I'm bummed, and I feel so bratty for being this bummed about it. Here we are. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I don't have to wear this skirt I've been making that I have started to hate as I've been working on it. I do have that feeling in my gut like I just shouldn't be going. I don't know if that's all the guilt-ridden aspect of it or not, or if that is actually my realistic brain being like, hey, all this other stuff that needs to work for you to go to the thing, even though you've already bought your ticket, isn't falling into place. I spent many nights forcing things into place and regretting it. I don't know if you watched my Ray Davies dress, crop top, and skirt into a dress video I did. But in that video, I regaled the story of me acquiring that shirt from a concert, and it was a dumb thing to do. I also am running on like 4 hours sleep, and I can't nap anymore. Before I got that text about my truck, I was also nervous about driving back by myself, because it's about a 2-hour drive, and I don't have the kind of driving stamina I used to. The more I'm like saying it out loud and justifying not going is making me more settled in that probably being the right decision. Ugh, being an adult is terrible, you guys. It almost looks like those little canopies, like a mini version that you throw up in the air with all of your gym classmates, run under it, tuck it under your butt, and it like balloons up, very slowly settles down. It looks a little bit like that, but not quite big enough for that use. I will make a full circle skirt with an elastic waistband and a zipper properly. I definitely like that style, how I did the Rocket Man skirt. I just need to like make a proper one that isn't accidentally including a zipper, and that's intentionally part of the design, you know? But in the meantime, I have a product launch happening now. By the time this is out, put up some new things on my Etsy shop. Link to that in the description. On July 1st, that's when things will have come out. I'm planning to do product launches the first of every month going forward. If you're curious as to what's in my shop or you are looking for new things, every month I'm adding new items. So that's just a good reminder for you if it's the beginning of the month, being like, oh, I wonder what the new things are. If that's a type of thing you're interested in, obviously don't go if you don't want to. I just figured I'd mention it because that's part of how I make a living now. In addition to my Patreon, there are over 20 of you over there, and it's mind-boggling. I cannot thank you all enough. Quite literally, every dollar helps. If you've ever considered becoming a part of our hangout group over there, you don't need to give me any grandiose amount. I am appreciative of every little bit, and it makes the world of a difference to me. Yeah, I wanted to say I appreciate you all very much. I'm going to give myself a little chunk of time to chill this morning, make some coffee, do some floor stretches, because that was not a fun way to wake up, was finding out bad truck news. So I'm gonna give myself a little time, absorb the information, make a game plan, try not to stress too hard. It's fine. Everything's going to be fine. Things are just going to be a lot less exciting today than I thought they were going to be. That's just part of being an adult. It's all going to be good. This too shall pass. I'm going to go, but I will see you all back here with another video on Saturday. Thanks for hanging out. To the great outdoors, where it's also still very sticky and humid.